Are we live? Can people hear us?
Come on. Oops. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Hey, Atlas.
Atlas is a myth. Turn it up again.
I didn't turn it down.
There you go. All right, we're good.
I didn't turn it down.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did, because I said so. Yeah. Hello, everybody. And hello, Atlas. I am not a myth. I am a legend. Well, if you're going to be a legend, then you have to be Will Smith. And I don't think anybody wants to be Will Smith in that movie.
Except Drak.
Oh, hell no. But then again, I don't want to be Will Smith, so, you know. Where's your controller? I just had it a second ago.
Are you sitting on it?
I think I'd know if I was sitting on it.
How would
I think the chat would know that if I was sitting on it. Because all of a sudden you hear this.
It's right there. You almost sat on it.
That there's inches of clearance. I'm just saying. That could have ended horribly. Okay. Unfortunately, we gotta go collect everything again. Because it didn't save properly. So we'll let people gather while I go grab all this shit again. Yay! Now Shiv's lasts 1 hit longer. And
hello, Sophia.
yeah, because that's pretty wrecked if I remember correctly. Let's see. What was the... What is the crafting? There we go. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to do this. I don't know if you're watching the news, but there is a protest right now. There are protests everywhere, Sophia. Don't worry about it. 80% of them are bull crap anyway, so... They're certainly not about Mr. Floyd.
Badly, yeah.
They're certainly not about that.
Hey, Bobby Fischer, don't touch anything on that board.
Bobby, what?
Just let it go.
Let it go. Let it go. All right.
Oh, yay. Gotta go with this guy.
Yep. Yeah, speaking from personal experience, Sophia, there were protests out in Salt Lake City, too, and they were just as much bullshit as the other protests that I was hearing about over the radio. I'll give my thoughts on the protests that I was actually able to see, but spoiler alert, I don't have good things to say.
You don't have good things.
No. Because I think honestly, I honestly believe this. The protesters that I saw were not interested in protesting Mr. Floyd's death and the prosecution in the situation in Minneapolis. They were just looking to go do what was popular and in to do. How's everyone Saturday? It's a lot better, thank you.
Yep.
I mean, I was out working, and unfortunately, some of my work today took me out into the into the area that the protests were happening. And I was like, ugh.
Yeah, I
Found
was
everything
working
you need?
too.
We're good.
So much so that I'm actually going to save a story that I had while I was dealing with that situation. Andrea is getting mad because she wants to know what happened. I'll wait until
Well, I think
people are
you
here.
can go now.
Yeah, I just want to make sure I have everything. Can I go into that door? I cannot remember. No. What was the... There we go. This is the run button. Because I couldn't remember. Nope. Can't go through that door. Or open it with a shiv. I have shivs, right? No. I actually do not. Well, that's my priority. There's a curfew right now, and right now it is very bad violence. People going into buildings and other places across the country. Yes. It's not what the media is telling you, though. I guarantee you people are just protesting because they're antsy. Or not protesting,
Don't
they're
leave the door
rioting.
open.
They're rioting because they're antsy, because none of the situation with COVID has been handled properly, and aptly enough, none of the Minneapolis situation was handled properly.
What you should have done was just left him back there.
You weren't kidding about him.
Yeah, he's one of a kind.
I'm pretty
Take a
sure
look
if I
around
went
up
out to
here.
LA and started asking people who, because I think it was George Floyd.
Thanks.
If I asked a lot of people who George Floyd was, they probably wouldn't be able to answer me. Like, I don't know. I was here for the food. Or I was here to blow stuff up. Ellie, God damn it.
What kind of trouble are you in? Where the hell's Dad?
I'll throw you out to the protesters, I
Just a
swear to
job.
God.
Simple
Okay.
drop off.
What are you delivering? That little brat.
Oh, man, I thought that was a shiv.
Fuck you too.
Hey, look, it's cute when a teenage girl drops
You know, I
F-bombs.
hope you know what you're doing.
Are you kidding me with this guy?
So where are we going, Bill?
That's a safe house. More of an armory.
Wait, I thought we were gonna.
Hold
fix
on,
the
I need to
car.
use the toilet.
Bill, just
Like I said.
All right, well, we'll keep things going.
Side of town. Now, that side I don't ever go to because it's filled with infected. So we're gonna need more guns.
And I promise, this stream is not going to be about George Floyd. Because, unfortunately, there's nothing that we can do about that situation. People are being a-holes. They're going to continue to be a-holes.
I wonder how long this protest is gonna last.
Well, when I was listening to the radio on the way home, there was already talk about Trump declaring martial law. So,
go inside.
Really?
yeah. Which I don't think you should do. But then again, I don't think the a-hole should be out there protesting either.
She's busy.
Yeah, sure. Busy. Sounds to me like there might be trouble in paradise.
Yeah, something like that.
All right.
All right.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I've got full-on first aid. Jeez.
You can't craft anything and pick it up?
Mm-mm.
Well, that sucks.
Nope.
So, why don't you fix
Oh,
one of
wait,
these
hold on.
cars?
Oh my God.
Why, yes, I can,
I
actually.
mean, the whole time, why on
But not
earth hadn't
first
I thought about
aid.
fixing one of these cars.
J-
Okay, don't be a dick.
Their tires are rotted and their batteries are dead.
Are you done?
Can't even begin to think what the inside of the engine blocks look like. Only ones making new car batteries are the military.
There we go. Well,
Damn it.
Infected!
Lock and load.
there we go.
Alright, where's our...
Oh, hi. Oh, jeez.
Oh, if you could have saved that weapon for that.
That was the one I hit him with.
I think you hit.
No, he came up.
Yeah, but you should have killed it.
It's last night and it's today as well, Sophia.
Where's that clicker? There you are.
Dead.
I love those. They're like running.
There we go. Really? Am I out?
All right. You gotta check the barricades again. You neglect the simple shit, and now you're paying for it. You know what that means? Taking all the supplies from the warehouse
Okay.
and plugging to the east
Now he's
fence
talking to himself.
again. Then it'll take
Bill?
Joel this way.
What is the
And up you go.
what is the reload button? I can't remember.
Do you even
There we go. It's just R2. Brick. Called it. You owe me a soda. Brick. Okay, now I owe you a soda. We're both buying each other a soda. Are you happy now?
I'm surprised you'd be like, you owe me a Slurpee.
I have now amended it to being a Slurpee.
You picked a hell of a place to hole up, didn't you?
You know, as bad as those things are, at least they're predictable.
And now I'm going to loot all your shit.
Scare me.
I'm surprised you didn't go back for that
people
first
should
aid or
understand
whatever it
What does
was
that
in the other room.
Because I haven't used a first aid kit.
Oh,
You sure that gate's gonna hold him?
Well, I locked it. They don't have a key.
Okay. So go up here.
So which way?
We're here. It's in the cellar.
Yay, I get to open up a cellar and we get to smell like a cellar.
Right down here.
maybe there's wine down this cellar.
Here we are.
Well,
You don't
there'd also
touch
have to be
anything.
cheese with that wine.
And you close the door? Let's gear up.
What? I need a gun.
No, you don't.
Joel, I can handle myself.
No. Just stay here.
It's fine. Just wait around for you two to get me killed.
Well, this goes on record as the worst fucking job you've ever taken.
Yeah, it's up there.
How in the hell is Tess okay with this suicide mission?
Actually, her idea.
Really? Well, the broad's not as smart as I thought she was. But, fuck her. Seriously, you gotta take that kid back to where you found her.
I can't just take her back.
Then send her packing, let her find her own way. Look, let me tell you a story. Once upon a time, I had somebody that I cared about. A partner. Somebody I had to look after. And in this world, that sort of shit's good for one thing. Getting you killed. So you know what I did? I wisened the fuck up. And I realized it's gotta be just me.
Bill, it ain't like that. It's
Bullshit. It is
Hey, Neil
just like-
Druckmann, you suck at foreshadowing.
What'd I say to you when we walked down the steps? What'd I say?
I'm just fixing your stupid pile.
Don't touch. God damn it. You keep babysitting long enough, and eventually it's gonna blow up in
Bill,
your
Game are
face.
you playing? I have no idea what you're playing,
please just
Sophia.
get on with it.
You're more than welcome to say so.
Here,
We're playing The Last
let's
of Us.
get on with it.
Well, that's what we're playing. I'm not sure about what Sophia's playing. Remember, on the weekends now we make fun of Neil Druckmann because he deserves it.
What you got?
I'm sure if Ellie had a gun,
There's
she'd
toys
kill
in the toy box.
Bill there.
Well, she do a lot of things.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Let's do some upgrades.
Yeah, whatever. Let's see. Okay. And
Reload.
clip capacity. Oh, do I not have... Oh, I need a tool. Okay. Well, that sucks.
I'm doing nicely.
Oh, wait. Maybe...
Sorry, Bill, but I'm stealing your stuff.
I thought I said it right. We're stealing your shit. Let's just be honest. There's nothing worth stealing down here. From a value perspective. Oh, cool. And now I have tools level 1, which means I can actually do that upgrade to the rifle I wanted to do.
All right, let's see what we got.
Improve the scope. Oh, and now I have a shotgun.
Doesn't this game have like a new plus where you can actually, you know?
Yes, there's a new game plus. But things get harder.
Well, yeah, I figure that.
Oh, I thought the door was over this way. I guess not.
This is a nail bomb. You gotta be really careful. This thing blows, it shreds anybody standing nearby.
Ah, one of my favorite weapons in this game.
You like that more than the
That's the second.
Molotov or something?
Second.
So we got shotguns and bombs.
Because the
What do we
Molotovs
do?
are more useful
Well, every few
later
weeks,
in
this
the game.
military
True.
caravan rides
The
through
nail
town.
bombs
I
are
assume they're out
useful
looking
right
for
off.
squad.
True.
You'd be amazed at the shit that they overlook. Anyway, a few months back, they were rolling through and they get overrun by this horde of infected. They were all over the truck. The plows right in the side of the high school. Still sitting there with the battery in it.
So we take that battery and we put it in another car.
Bingo. I wanted to get it, but it seemed too dangerous with all the infected on that part of town. Fuck it. Joel needs a car.
And what if it's damaged?
Nah, those trucks are like tanks. Just sitting there.
Actually, might work.
Yeah.
Come on.
Look, there's a school.
All right.
Ready?
Guess we'll find out.
What, Bill? I can't hear you. It's almost like the audio in this remastered version is shit.
Well, it doesn't help when you go.
What's that, Andrea? It's almost like the audio in this game is horrible as shit. What?
Yeah, come on, you don't need to be looking at that.
Seen
Like I
worse.
said, it's if you turn off the AC, you can
Wait, Jenny! No, I could not hear him. I've been able to hear him this whole
There's
time.
this gate. It's all new territory to me.
It treated him like he was distant.
I'm on it.
And I'm just like, oh, fucking hell.
Hey,
Seriously. Oh, hi. Ah!
And they want to eat you.
Bind a blade to your melee weapon to create a more brutal attack.
Maybe you can use your bow and arrow and shoot one. in the-
You know what? I'm going to do this instead. We need shivs. So.
Hurry it up.
And fuck the bow and arrow. It's horrible.
I know it's not as great as compared to Tomb Raiders.
Nothing is as great as Tomb Raiders. But then again, Tomb Raiders was an essential platforming element. It had to be as good as it was. Otherwise, the game wasn't going to work. Speaking of, that's actually one of the rumored titles that Xbox is going to announce in July.
Really?
Yep. It's the rumored one. I don't think Eidos is working on a Tomb Raider game. I think they're too busy trying to get Avengers out. You. Oh, I guess I'm using you now. Fucking hell. Frickin' clickers. Okay. Damn it!
Be very, very quiet. We're hunting
God damn it.
clickers.
I'm a maniac, maniac.
I think that's it.
Good job.
We ain't clear yet.
You wish you can just glory kill those things.
A little bit, yeah. Do a flame belch, get some armor back. Really quick. Anything up here? No.
Well, it sucks you can't even use freaking like bats, like melee
Locked.
weapons against them.
Hold up. I got a key for that gate. I suggest we move quietly.
How did you get a key for that gate? Because I'm fucking Bill, that's how.
Easy, easy.
What, are you gonna try and stealth kill?
That's what a nail bomb does, people.
You wouldn't want to save that for like a.
To your left.
No, because I can make one. Right in the ass! Thank you. Since it's a regular infected, I can fight it. So I'ma fight it.
Well, you weren't kidding about this place, were you?
Where are the clickers? Now, as I say, I can hear a clicker. I just can't tell where it is.
It's over there.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Did he hear you?
Uh-uh.
I wasn't talking about the clicker, but the other one.
Nope, I'm being quiet.
Oh.
Unlike Bill, who's just running by.
He's like, I don't care.
I'm Bill, motherfuckers!
Oh, wonderful. Well, at least he's gone. Oh!
I knew that was going to be a bad idea.
See, now you could have had that bomb, that nail bomb, and that.
What are you talking about? I'm still properly loaded.
Run.
It sounds like they're like raptors in a way.
Kind of, yeah. And here, I was trying to make... Blah, ha, 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 ha.
Let's have some barbecue clickers.
Do you want to know why I like Molotov cocktails, people? Because then I can say this. More dots. More dots. Hit it like you mean it. Oh, by the way, brick. You owe me 2 Slurpees now.
If you guys would give me a gun, I could help you kill some of these fuckers.
And I'm collecting tomorrow. No, I'm kidding. Well, I might. I don't know. I haven't thought that far ahead. Man, if only I could use that lawnmower to kill the zombies. That'd be funny.
What do we got in here?
Well, we got an infected. What do we got?
Hurry, Joel.
I think that one. Oh gosh, Bill.
I'm Bill, motherfuckers. I'll be wherever I want to be. I thought we
This
covered
way.
that.
It's tied on the other side.
What about going through here?
What, the doggy door?
Yeah, this is where Ellie comes into play as being useful because she's thin.
Careful.
Of course.
Maybe you should have given her a gun.
Okay, Bill.
There's more of those clicker things inside the house.
Okay.
Oh, shit. They ain't seen us yet. You stay down.
Geronimo.
Shoot you in the eye. It's one weakness. Shit.
How far is it, Bill?
We're getting close now. We're gonna be quick about it. Go in, grab the battery, get the fuck out. I don't want to get trapped over there.
All right, I get it.
All right, any ammo that I can get from these guys.
Scary.
Yay!
What would clickers be doing with ammo?
I don't ask why. I just take it. What? It's inferior brand? Oh well, it's a post-apocalyptic universe. Guess you gotta take the risk. It's almost like Neil wanted to make another game.
What, that?
That's the guess for a lot of people.
Oh.
I don't care because that game could have ended up like shit too. By the way, I actually did get a question from one of our viewers. So why hasn't Andrea smacked me for making fun of The Last of Us? That's a very good question. Why haven't you smacked me?
Well, I'm pretty sure everyone's entitled to their opinion. And even if
And you're entitled to be able to smack me upside the head for my viewpoint on a game you like. I'll tell you why, people, because we can also be respectful about the fact that she likes the game and that's fine for her.
Who the hell left us here?
But she can also be
got
respectful
friends in
in the
town?
fact I don't like it and I have these
Although I got
problems.
some idea who might have come
and
through
it's
here.
not like I want to
on the
be
other side of this
pushing
house.
that everything
Get
is a
inside.
good game and
Come on,
they
Ellie.
should like it.
So you don't want to be like games journalists. Oh snap.
I don't want to act like, I'm just saying that you should like what I like. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
So what you're basically saying is, you should like what I like. Hey, look, a kid was here. Hi, Shiv. Ooh, lots of arrows. That will
Man, with this-
never be used. Actually, I can't even say that because, we'll eventually have the David section, and that's probably where they're going to get used.
What'd I tell you? There's that truck sticking out of the school right there.
I always forget that we have
Bunch of
that
them up there.
fight
Try not to
with
make a
Bill.
sound.
Where we see our first bloater.
Is it here?
Yeah, because it's in the school.
Oh yeah, that's
Remember?
right. Okay.
Half an hour in and you're not flagged? Wonderful! Wonderful!
And then you say that, and then we get flagged.
Yeah, wonderful!
Fudge.
No, then at that point, I'd immediately be sending a message out to Kasaibo through the internet. Kasaibo! Yeah, had to jinx us, didn't you? No, I think I figured out what was happening there, and I think I fixed it. If there is some asshole who wants to come and claim our videos again, he is more than welcome to do so. Just like this guy is welcome to walk into my boomstick. My boomstick. Mine. There are many like it, but this one is mine.
Now, Drak, what do we say about killing people who are trying to go to school?
Do it more?
To get their education.
You are going to the wrong place. If you cared about your education, you'd go elsewhere.
Fucking scary.
Those are good, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, what are they?
I saw them at Harmon's and I just decided to try it out. So they're basically pretzel sticks that have like a butter flavor.
Kind of like eating those big pretzel things, only crunchier.
Yeah, yeah, a little bit. I like the soft pretzels, but yeah. It's chaotic out there. Are there any riots in Utah? Yes. I kind of want to wait until Jiro gets here, if Jiro's not here already. Because I had to deal with the protests today while I was working.
You actually were dealing with them?
Yep, one of my deliveries actually took me really close to the center point of the protests. Because I had to go deliver to some public housing near the area.
Ellie, run! Run!
Oh,
There's guys from everywhere.
I'm sorry. Oh. Have fun with all that fire. Ha! My butt.
Well, that
My
must be
one
some
weakness.
Wow, I'm surprised you didn't
They must be
die.
holed up somewhere else.
Toasty.
Let's not test our luck.
Toasty.
How do we get inside?
Someone
All right.
left a ladder on the bus. Here, get me up
You
there
know,
and
I
I'll
can't
drop
make
you.
that joke anymore. It just makes me think of the Scorpion's Revenge movie and cry in silence. Yeah, they made a Mortal Kombat animated movie.
Mm-hmm.
It is the goriest piece of animation I have ever watched.
We'll go
And it has the dumbest story ever.
boost Ellie up.
I don't want to boost Elliot. Because fuck Ellie. I'm the king of the mountain, not you, girl!
Wait, she is the one who's gonna help all
And you're
the-
Bill, motherfucker! You're Bill. Damn right, I'm Bill. That's what I should have named this episode title. I'm Bill, motherfuckers! In case people cannot tell what Bill is supposed to be, Neil Druckmann hates Hicks.
Don't get killed up there.
Thanks, Bill.
Oh, can't do that. Can't make this though. There we go. So whenever you wanna. Oh, cool. She took
I
care
was
of
gonna
Lenny.
say, how did he get up there?
He has
We're
super
okay.
jet capabilities because he's Bill, motherfucker.
Truck.
Yeah, because he. I'm
I
like.
thought we covered that. I'm Bill, motherfucker.
Shit, you hear that? They're coming. Move it, kid.
God damn it, they're locked!
We're gonna get in quick. We're gonna get the battery. We're gonna get the hell out of here.
Oh, hi. Nice, my boob stack. Oh, jeez. And a 1, and a 2, and a what? You know what to do.
You just want to stay and fight them all.
Not really.
More are coming. Get inside. Other way.
Oh, inside. Okay. This away. This away. You suck.
And yet he can punch it, and yet you can't do anything new.
That's not gonna hold.
Bill, make it
Those
fast!
were.
In a split second, absolutely.
Please tell me you're done!
It's empty.
What?
Fucking empty.
Bill, where to? Bill, where?
Anywhere but here.
Give me the hallways, come on. They've broken through!
Oh, did they? Never would have guessed.
Run!
Let's we'll sneak out the back.
Brick. That's 3 Slurpees. Oh, hi. Oh, jeez. And now I don't have a single shiv. What is the... Okay, there we go. I was wondering what the hell was going on. Damn it, Bill! Dang it, Boomhauer!
Down the hall. I bet we can cut through those classrooms.
Okay. That was fun. Let's not do that again. Nope, can't do anything yet. Come on. I need something. Wow, that thing took a while.
Over here.
Ugh. Oh, hi, Nail Bomb. I'll go ahead and take you. Do you want to know how many nasty things can be made in a science lab?
Too many.
Lots of nasty things. Lots and lots.
Oh, man.
Tell you what, I will wait until 11:15 Eastern time, and then I will tell the story because I want to make sure that like people like Jiro can be here because they'll probably appreciate the story. Because I actually had to deal with protesters today. I say protesters, but really I was dealing with entitled brats. was dealing with entitled brats who were looking to be cool. Okay.
Help me open this.
All right, ready? One more time.
Oh, and here he comes.
More on the way.
Oh, our
Barricade the door.
friend.
Our friend the bloater. Here he comes.
This ain't gonna hold him for long. Oh, that don't sound good.
Hi! So that's basically like the final stage.
Goddamn bloater.
We have to be careful because he could shoot out those fungus bombs.
It's a pain when you gotta deal with those enemies too.
Alright, the Molotov is actually the best thing for them. Really?
Ow.
I had it on fire. Ah. Okay. Now he's on fire. Now he's on effing fire! Did it go off? I can't even tell if that went off.
Hard to say.
I don't think it did.
Thank you, Bill.
Take
Ow!
me out to the ball game.
Run away from him.
And there you go. You have even more fire on your face. Are you happy now? Yeah, there you are.
Wow, he seems a lot easier than I remember.
It's because we had to learn the hard
long
way
time.
the first time.
I guess
remember?
that's true, because it seemed like...
Yeah, it never went off. Huh.
I
Hey,
hate to interrupt your
well,
little
at least
biology
you got it
lesson,
back.
but can we get the fuck
Yeah.
out of here, please?
I'm not complaining.
Get on top of these bleachers. Give me a
There
boost,
we
Joel.
go. At least we get some ammo and other things that we need. No, still haven't gotten any 9mm ammo. Rifle ammo? Not really. Okay. Oh yeah.
Let's go, people.
All right.
Here we go. All right, come on. Joel, behind you! Bitch!
Hi.
I got it! Down to the last one. Already. Down to the last one. Finish it off already.
Thanks, Bill.
Now,
I fucking hate those things.
Everybody does. Trust me.
now let
Got him,
me...
let's go. Come on.
Pull me up.
There we are. Yeah, you remember when that fight used to be hard?
That one?
Yeah, that boss fight.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Because we didn't know about Molotovs being like a really good
There's another
tool
ladder
against
over
him.
here.
Keep going. I'm right behind you.
Hurry, Joel.
Get up the ladder.
Trying. Frick you! Screw you!
Hurry up.
Hold on.
Forget about it.
We don't forget about ammo. Have you learned nothing from Resident Evil?
Inside the house now.
So that worked out well. Okay, I'll go check out this side of the house.
Bill?
Somebody had the same idea. They stole my shit.
Well, then what the hell is plan B?
You ought to be thankful you're still drawing breath. That was plan A, B, C, all the way to fucking Z. And furthermore, tell Tess that she could take this job.
Don't you bring Tess
She
into
could
this.
shove it right
This
up
has nothing to do with...
Jesus. What, you know this guy or something?
Frank.
Who the hell's Frank?
He was my partner. He's the only idiot that would wear a shirt like that. He's got bites. Here. And
Reckon he didn't want to turn, so he...
yeah, guess not. Well, fuck him.
Welcome to the world of The Last of Us, where everybody's a dick to each other.
Look what I found. It's got some juice in it.
That's my battery. That fucking asshole. Get out. Get out.
Okay. Jeez.
Battery's drained, but cells are alive.
Meaning?
Meaning, we push it, get it started, and the alternator will recharge the battery.
Is that your guess?
Look, you wanted a plan B. This is as good as it gets.
What are you thinking?
Thinking you drive and we push.
Do we really trust her? I mean, she's not even old enough to have a license.
That's more of my stuff.
Gee, it almost looks like this guy was about to abandon you.
Just gonna steal my
It's
shit
almost
and
like
run
this
off.
is the world of The Last of Us, where everybody's a dick to each other.
You should probably search the house. I'm sure there's more supplies.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, we'll take everything we can get.
Yep.
I'll give you a holler.
What's this?
Someone from Discord.
Nope. A curfew has officially been declared in Salt Lake City.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Well, it's a good thing we know where our children are.
It's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? No, just people are being assholes. Oh, hello, Bobby. What's up? How long have
Hello.
you been live? We've been alive since, I want to say 10:30 Eastern. So 8:30 our time. We really thought it was going to take an hour, but we got things done fairly quickly. So, yeah, there's a curfew, and it's going to be from tonight all the way through till tomorrow within Salt Lake City limits. Yeah.
Well, you might as well tell your story.
Yeah, is it 9:15? Yes, it is. I just got home from work. All right. So you guys get to hear it. So as we've been kind of pointing out, and if you guys have not been following the coverage, because of the whole, I'm guessing because of the whole Minneapolis situation with George, crap, what's his name?
George, does it start with a F?
George Floyd. That a bunch of protests were happening across the country. Really quick, let me get this done while I'm thinking about it. So I was out doing my job, and for those who don't know, I do deliveries for Grubhub. And it just so happened that one of my deliveries took me basically into the heart of where the protest was at that time. From what I understand, it started off very narrow and then eventually kind of widened out a little bit. And so by the time I got there, I think it was in the widening out process. So I got out there, and they literally, a bunch of the protesters. I'm not even going to say protesters because that's not what they are. They're rioters. Rioters decided to start trying to block streets with their cars. Hold on, we got a cutscene.
Found this in there.
And he's Bill, motherfucker, so we gotta pay attention to him.
That's how you feel. Well, fuck you too, Frank. Fucking idiot. You ready to go?
Alright, there we go.
You gonna be okay with this?
Yeah, not a problem.
You're doing a good
So
job.
basically, what they were trying to do is drive the cars around to be able to block off the lanes, so that they could then go do their own little parade or whatever, you know, show dominance. Whatever the fuck they were doing. And they mistook one of the cars being in one of the front lanes for being one of theirs. Here's the thing, though. It was me.
It was you.
Keep your foot on the
Yeah.
clutch.
And I was trying to make a delivery, and I'd already been waiting in that in that particular part of the street for a little bit longer than I thought
Get ready.
the diner I was delivering to was going to be happy about.
Hit it.
So I was pretty pissed at that point.
Hey,
I have no problem saying that, guys. I was freaking pissed because I don't like to do a bad job, especially when I can prevent it. So when they saw that I wasn't one of their guys and that I was getting ready to go, two little bratty girls decided out of nowhere, and I don't even know if it was to stop me or just because they were being assholes. They decided out of nowhere to start sitting on my car's hood.
Oh my gosh, really?
hand over here.
I know you could.
Get off.
Screw you. So I was getting ready to move on the next green light, and they got up on my hood and started sitting down because, again, I do not think that they were there to protest. I think they were there to do what was cool and to be popular and all that fun shit. It was bratty, entitled teenagers. High school / college kids, basically. Let me take care of these guys first, because I don't want to have to repeat this.
Two cities near me, Lexington and Louisville, had riots last night. 8 people in total were shot.
Screw you.
Don't have much time. Back to pushing.
There we go. Oh, you know what? Screw you. I'm going to grab ammo, because I think we got another round of this. So anyway, girls are on my hood, and the light's about to turn green, so I start revving. They kind of give me that smarmy look of, he wouldn't dare. Nah. I'm like, oh, motherfucker, you don't think I'm going to do this.
Go! Before they...
And I'm glad that you pointed that out, because that's exactly what I did. I went a little bit to basically say to these little entitled brats, I wasn't taking any shit, and I actually had shit to do. So immediately, because there were also police out there, they immediately go, officers, officers! And I'm like, oh shit. Now this is gonna be a thing, right? Dude comes over, you can tell, like, pretty buff dude, and he just has that look of like, I am having a tough ass day, you do not want to mess with me. He comes over to me, he's like, what the hell's going on? And I'm just like, I'm trying to get my job done, I'm out doing work. And he immediately looks over, sees the Grubhub bags, and he's like, okay, well, yeah, he's delivering. He looks at them. He looks at inside my car and all that.
You gonna heal?
Doesn't even need to take my driver's license. And he looks at both of them like the most stern dad look you could ever give. Said, "Get the fuck off his hood!" And I shit you not, they both looked like they peed their pants a little. And I'm just giggling that whole time, and they didn't just get off my hood; they ran down the street.
Hear that sound, Bill?
wow.
Okay.
Yeah, well, that means the infected hear it too. Let's get the fucking truck.
And so I started giggling with the guy, like just trying to lighten the situation for him.
Let's get out of here.
Get in the car.
I'm working on it. I can't get
In
it.
the back.
Oh, sorry.
Enough with punching them.
There we go.
Go!
That's what I was trying to do. So, yeah. So I did that, and they just bolted, and I swear they had looks of like they peed their pants. So I'm like, did you notice the distinct smell while they were running off? He's like, dude, I have smelled so many things today, and most of them have smelled like shit.
Just keep it running, all right?
And that just got me laughing. I'm like, you have a good day, sir. You are badass, and you are the man. And he's like, thank you.
You gotta admit.
So at that
Round
point,
back.
like that was kind of the highlight of my day. Is like not making that guy's day, but just like just his yelling resounding in my brain. I'm like, get the fuck off his hood.
Yeah.
You'd be amazed at how many cars still got gas in them.
Let's see. Just be careful in the future, Drak. Like I said, people have been bringing out weapons
Bill,
during these. I have had to
got
start
your buddy
carrying
back
one of my
there,
pistols to work just in case.
That's a tough deal.
I'm glad you bring that up now, because I wouldn't have done that.
And get the fuck out of my town.
Better those hooligans be high schoolers trying to be cool than actual closed heat hurt.
Yeah, but this is one of those things where in fact, one of the things that made me laugh was there were riots at the CNN building, too. And all the while, CNN is like, all of them are out in solidarity for George Floyd. I'm like, no, some of them just don't like you, motherfucker. So, at that point, yeah, that was basically my indicator. Don't take any Salt Lake City jobs today.
I know it
And
doesn't
Salt Lake
look
City
like
is like
it,
the
but this
best.
here is not a bad read.
Is
Only
the best
one problem.
hotspot
Right
for
there.
deliveries. So
To be
that was a lot of
continued.
money I lost out on. But.
I hate cliffhangers.
Where did you get that?
Back at Bill's. I mean, all this stuff was just lying there.
What else did you get?
Well, here. This make you all nostalgic?
You know, that is actually before my time. That is winter, though.
Oh yeah,
better than
CNN
nothing.
got attacked.
Yeah, the CNN building
Oh.
got attacked.
I'm sure your friend will be missing.
The only
less
thing that makes me
tonight.
feel bad about that is that
Light on the reading, but it's got some interesting photos.
Now, Ellie, that ain't for kids.
Whoa! How the hell would he even walk around with that thing?
Get rid of that.
Look, hold
Just-
your horses. I want to see what all the fuss is about. Oh, why are these all stuck together? I'm just fucking with you. Bye bye.
It could have been.
you're supposed to be gay. Why would you care about dicks? Just saying, for the record. Yeah, so the only thing that makes me feel bad about the CNN building is
This isn't
that
that
the
bad.
places that the rioters are hitting is where a bunch of police are. So, like, the police are taking the
trying to
brunt of
get-
it while the
Right.
journalists
I'm not even
work
tired.
on in the higher floors.
And she's sleeping.
Yeah. What if Ellie's by? I think they've... I don't remember entirely, but I believe they have set Ellie as gay. But you'd have to ask Neil Druckmann, because I don't give a shit.
Well, I guess we'll find out.
Could have been much worse if the Flash Boomer were a real bomb. Yeah, no, I agree. But none of those kids were ever considering that. So I'm not even kidding. Like, some of the people that were out in that protest looked like they were just going to a barbecue.
Holy shit. Are we gonna help him?
Put your seatbelt on, Ellie.
Well, what about the guy?
He ain't even hurt.
Welcome to the world of Remastered, where everybody's a dick. You tired of me saying it yet? Oh, but darling, we just got started. Yeah, that and the U.S. Treasury.
Okay.
The Treasury got hit, too.
Okay.
Then get out.
There were protesters outside the White House. Or there were rioters outside the White House. So...
Go me, you chicken shit!
Oh, that's cute. And bye-bye.
Show you.
Besides, we're not supposed to care about Ellie in Last of Us Part 2. We instead have to care about her trans girlfriend. Or boyfriend. I don't know which. I don't really care.
These guys.
Catch your breath. We're leaving.
See, I look for actual characters, not characters solely defined by whatever sexual preference. You know, I care about characters who've been through some shit.
Hey, asshole!
You know, part of me just wants to shoot him in the penis.
Yeah, that's where you would want to shoot.
Okay. Headshot. Oh, did that not count?
Well, it looked like you knocked him out.
Yeah, but it didn't officially say headshot.
Small target.
That's right. So what Bobby's basically saying is I would actually prove my marksmanship by shooting him in the penis. I'd get double points for the headshot.
Brick.
Damn, that's two I now owe you.
You fucking drop it.
Fuck you.
Find some cover.
Behind you!
Oh, hi. My stick's bigger.
I mean, a headshot is a headshot.
Ah! Wow, that was like 1940s corny there, Joel. You know what? That is the justification I was looking for, Bobby. A headshot is, in fact, a headshot.
Over the bus!
Man, if they were saying that, you know, for that short time frame, and you cannot be out between that time unless you're exceptions for certain people.
Yes, so like emergency personnel. Which I'm pretty sure a lot of these people who are just looking for the popular thing to do are totally going to care about, right? That's totally on their mind.
Yeah, so it's like, well, I guess it's a good thing I don't have to go to work.
You wouldn't be the problem.
Huh?
You wouldn't be the problem.
Yeah, I know. Like, sorry.
Really quick. I see some stuff glowing. We'll grab that.
Somewhere around here. Let's check inside. You check the street.
Where the fuck are you, piece of shit?
Why don't you come over here and I will tell you where I am.
Oh shit! You're gonna pay for that!
Hey, asshole. There's a headshot for you.
I'm sorry, I mistaken your head.
I mistook your head for your head.
All right. I think
There
that's
we
the
go.
last of them. You okay?
Yeah, I guess so.
So yes, while that wasn't probably the best thing to do, that was how I handled
Know the
it,
drill. Look
and
around,
I
see if
don't
there's anything
regret
we
it
can use.
because I got to have that entertaining moment that I'm probably going to dream about of like, get the fuck off his hood!
Man, I
It's the
can't.
only time I've ever seen a cop snap like that. Only time. Andrea's a nurse, right? I think that is what Drak said before. Have there been any increases in cases due to the riots? I don't know. I think he means COVID. Because
Well-
of every because funniest thing, now that we're protesting, we don't care about why we've been quarantining this entire time.
If it wasn't between COVID, then the earthquake,
Brick.
and then now riots, what's next?
You know, you say that and then you jinx yourself. That's how it works.
I'm sure.
This is why I don't let you say brick stuff like that. That's like 5 Slurpees she owes me. I'm happy.
Yeah, we sure as hell
I
ain't
get
going
to
back
I get to
this
go
way.
to Slurpee heaven. Unless you're going to be dishonorable, Andrea, and not
Right,
honor
it's
that.
hard to stay 6 feet away when you're you're burning building. When you
Giant piles of bubble gum. That's what's next. Good point. What was that? Right, it's hard to stay 6 feet away when you're burning buildings together. Right? It actually makes me wonder if people would be attentive enough to be able to see somebody coughing. And if they saw somebody coughing, would that immediately be like, turn on that guy, he's trying to infect us!
Yeah, I'm a nurse and
Yes, she's an RN. But I don't think you've even been dealing with cases of COVID, so...
so far no.
No, you had like one temporary nurse test positive, and she was promptly kicked out.
No, that was a CNA.
Oh, was it a CNA? Okay, and then she was promptly kicked out, right?
Yeah. But
Ooh, cool. Drawer. Which led to a blade, and more explosives, and more bullets. Okay, really quick.
I mean, it's even hard sometimes when, you know, some of our, some like, you know, staff have even a family member sick with COVID or anything.
Yep.
They're required to stay home too,
Mm-hmm.
and they have to do like 2 tests to make sure
Yep.
that they're negative before they can come back to work.
Well, that was eventually going to be the school's policy for our kids. Is
Yeah.
the, like, if you had to work in a profession that was going to get you access, then they were before they just said, you know what, everybody's quarantined. I think the teacher was actually saying like there might be a chance that your daughter's going to get sent home for like a month. And I was like, oh crap, what'd she do? And he's like, no, it's more what your wife does than anything else. I'm like, racist. Jobist. There
What
you go, jobist.
you mean just school?
Yeah, school. Not the school she's in right now.
Well, yeah. It's like, well, I can't help it, you know.
Yeah.
And
No,
besides,
you can't help it. So
and
at that
besides,
point,
it's like,
getting pissed about it doesn't. That's why in a lot of cases the general lockdown happened. And like it, don't like it, that's fine. Start jobist riots. You jobist.
Get it propped open with something.
Java Strike.
So basically, now what Bobby is saying has made me officially think of rioters out in the streets all going, "They took our jobs!"
Falcon, go!
All right, I got it.
There we go. What was it? I had a family member who was put in donate some of his blood. Oh, he actually saved Teen's life. That's cool.
Look.
So I don't know if Andrea read this one from Casaibo. I had a family member get COVID-19. He recovered and donated some of his plasma. He actually saved a teen's life.
That's great.
That's cool. Good for him. You could not get me to donate, but that's just because I don't like needles. And I don't have COVID, so there'd be no point. Hey, look!
I think it'd be a long, long
this could've
time
been
before we ever stop using like face masks and shields for a
What do you mean? I like,
People that didn't
even though my job kind of mandates it, nobody's ever criticized me for not doing it.
lived.
I actually bought masks and tried
let's get
one
out
and
of
I
here.
wrecked it.
How could you wreck it?
I guess my face was too big for it. I put it on and all of a sudden, like, stupid thing will go up on my ear, and then it ripped in the middle. And I'm just like, fuck.
Oh.
It was one of those cloth masks too. I didn't even think that was gonna happen.
I can't imagine how that could have ripped.
I'll show you. I've got the other ones too. Let's see, and he's my dentist. Oh, okay. Like, let me tell you a good story while I'm drilling
Oh,
out your
boy.
teeth.
About the ambush.
I've been on both sides.
I would feel bad for our kids if they loved going even to school or something and they had to stay home.
That was the downside of
We'll take that as a yes.
school getting closed for our oldest, is that she liked the school, she liked the teachers, and all of a sudden she wasn't going anymore.
Slept.
There we go. Health kit upgraded. Health kit's now restored.
Sometimes
30,
there
or
would be, you
33%
would wish,
stronger.
sometimes you wish there would be a time where she can just go by and visit her teachers.
Oh, we don't have to worry about that too much
Yeah.
because we're still gonna be seeing her teacher
Oh yeah.
because she's gonna help with getting all the other stuff set up.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, how tall are you compared to
From
Anne?
the split perspective, she seems like she's maybe a 1/3 Drak. Okay, it's only because I have a really bad habit with couches.
She and Alex are pretty much the same height. Technically, no.
No, Alex is taller than both of
Yeah,
us.
my brother, he's my younger. Alex is my younger brother, but surprisingly, he is taller than me.
Yeah, he's the one that had the growth spurt. I like to slink in the couch. That's why I look as small as I do on the camera sometimes. Is because my body is just slowly slinking because I'm having fun and I'm relaxing. I am 5'9". I don't know your height, but I know I'm
About
taller than you.
5'3".
Yeah. At least we're not like my older brother. My older brother, when he got married, he was 6'2", 6'3", and his wife is 5'1", I want to say, because she's a little smaller than you. Man, we were making jokes at his wedding. Just like, you are gonna have such back problems every time you go down to kiss. It's like, but hey, life accommodated for him because he kind of shrunk as he got older. He's now, I think he's solidly at 6 foot now, but like the tallest he's ever been, I think, was like 6'2", 6'3". So he was taller than our dad. And I think now Alex is about your dad's height. I don't think he's taller.
I don't think these guys were
I don't think Alex is taller than your dad.
No,
I think
don't
he's about your dad's height.
if not
Right.
slightly shorter
Here's the
than
bridge.
him.
That's our way out of
Probably,
here.
Yeah. My fiance is only 4'10".
Hey, Ellie. Slow down. Wait for me.
What? Right here.
I have to ask this now, Bobby. What is your height?
Okay.
Like, am I going to be making back problem jokes with you tonight? I'm not doing it to intentionally be an asshole. I actually do genuinely feel bad. It's just like, dude, that's going to suck. I lucked out. Like, my wife is only slightly smaller than me. So at that point, I didn't have to worry about it. But I will say this. My older brother gave me crap for it.
5'8".
Ah, yep, there you go.
No worries.
Invest in Tylenol.
It's just, I never come across very many people that, that height of under 5 feet,
Like women that are 4 foot?
Yeah.
I've seen a few, but most of them are in the 5 foot.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
I've only seen one woman that hits 6 foot, and it's actually my cousin. So my cousin and my older brother actually, one of the things we would do at family parties is we would see who was taller, because it would change each year. It was like, oh, she's taller this year, and then Kenzie would be taller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's 95 pounds, so mostly I just...
Just bring her up to me. That is a way to handle things. I'm pretty sure I could pick up my wife, but I don't want to because I'd probably get kicked. Or my wife would go all femme fatale on me and show off her gymnast training and flip around and grab my neck with her legs.
Oh my gosh, really?
What was that?
I don't know what you know.
Ellie, get down.
Where did you learn to
And
shoot?
somehow, even after having 2 kids, you've been able to maintain the flexibility you had as a gymnast.
Yeah, probably.
Which is kind of scary, in a way.
About to hit you. Wow.
She's...
Yeah, you're really
yeah.
upset. Well, if you want some lessons, I'm more than willing to help.
Guys, I'm not even kidding. It is scary.
whatever.
She can literally just tuna can herself into her office chair.
Yeah.
And she's perfectly happy.
Where the hell are
I
those
look
guys?
at that and
They're
go,
supposed to be
oh
here.
my gosh, that would hurt my
on the
knees to
highway.
such an extent.
Wouldn't be surprised if they cut another batch of tourists.
Spot's a gold mine, lucky bastards.
See if there's anything you can forage while we wait for them.
Ain't nothing here. Let's keep going.
Femme fatal.
Yes.
Hey, what was that?
Careful, man.
Tourist!
Andronetta?
Cover! I'm moving up!
Is that like a beta netta or what?
Kind of, yeah. Okay. Did I...
What you got?
No, actually,
you.
there was
what we can
one CNA at my work that she sometimes brings in this mask that looks like kind of like a.
Does she have a mask like a kitty?
No, but it's like a mixture between kind of like almost like a mixture of a ski mask and like some kind of a
I've seen those too.
Darth Vader looking shape.
Yeah, they're like snowboarding masks. I've seen a couple of people that are our neighbors using that too, and I'm just like, that looks even less comfortable.
I know. I'm like, I wouldn't be able to wear it because I
hate wearing masks because the beard makes it itch.
But hello, Silent Hill Warriors.
Hello, greetings programs. Yes. Tonight I feel like a program. Brick. That's 6 Slurpees.
Hey, we can climb the bus right
I'm
here.
a bee in Slurpee heaven. And people were wondering, do you actually hold her to it? Yes.
You would just end up.
She holds me to it too.
Okay.
If you're going to waste the bronze.
Ready?
You
Doesn't
gotta do
matter
it
how
big,
much
yeah.
you push the envelope, it'll still be stationary.
I even think like the last time we went to work with my oldest, I think you're like one of the taller nurses there, aren't you? Like I saw a bunch of coworkers for you that were smaller than you, and it was like,
No.
wow.
The bridge looks pretty far.
We'll get there.
That's another thing that makes me giggle is like
Strange seeing a checkpoint
I've
with
since
soldiers.
talked to a few of our
This is
friends
what
that are now
most homes
married,
look like.
and
This place has been
and
abandoned
Andrea
for a
is
while.
considered to be the one that's petite amongst all of them. One of them actually married a girl that was taller than him, and he's like, it's okay. I'm all right with it. It's my thing.
Why wouldn't they give them their food?
Sometimes they
What
ran
is
out.
this? What is the Slurpee
Most
deal?
times they just held on.
Oh,
This was
it's
a deal when we played the.
happening all
So,
the time.
believe it or not, this is our second playthrough of The Last of Us. We actually did a playthrough at the beginning of like me and Andrea doing Let's Plays together.
When we
And
were
one of the things we joked about while we were playing it is like every time we say brick like this, because I was referring to like NBA Jam, that if I said it first, then she would owe me a Slurpee. Or a
no,
pop.
actually, technically, it was a soda.
Yeah, it was a soda at first, but now that you brought up Slurpee, now it's a Slurpee. You did that to yourself.
Just keep it down while we're going through this area.
So at that point, yeah, it's just a little joke, and we actually do kind of honor it. So you're wasting your time. The Skag don't rate. He's nothing like the Night Raider. Wow, either Giro's running late or Giro's not going to be here tonight. It's like
Hopefully,
holy crap, man.
hopefully, you didn't get caught in any riots.
I hope not.
That's everyone's worries is you getting stuck with riots.
Yeah, that'd suck. I'd feel for them. Like I didn't even want to get stuck when I got stuck. So, Mad Max reference, yes. Hate to tell you this, but you're talking to the two people who have never seen a Mad Max movie. I am aware of them, but I have not seen them. Because, spoiler alert, not a big fan of post-apocalypse.
Ooh, you can steal his weapon.
I could, yes. Well, that worked out so well for you, didn't it? Alright.
Quite good, depending on your taste.
Oh, my taste of what? Oh, are you talking about the post-apocalyptic? I just am not a fan. Especially with how oversaturated some things are getting now. Drives me crazy.
Well, I think that was kind of nice with Order 66. You had a little bit of a mix-up now of having, like, vampires and werewolves.
Order 66? What?
Was that... or not
That's Star Wars.
Not Order 66. It was something...
Execute
19...
Order 66.
Was it that one game that we played?
That had a 66 in it?
1880... I don't know.
Oh, the Order 1886.
Thank you. Where it had werewolves and vampires as opposed to...
It just had
zombies.
werewolves, really.
True.
Like, they hinted at vampires, but it's like, no, vampires are kind of werewolves in this continuity. Speaking of which, they're talking about doing a sequel to that.
Yeah. Well, didn't they say that?
No. That we talked about that, but it got promptly canned. I want to say a couple months after we played Order 1886, I had then heard that the game had been canceled, or the sequel had been canceled, because Sony didn't want to pay for it. Die. And that's Dahlia Gillespie. Oh, it was foretold by Gyromancy. I think that's how she said it, or was it Euromancy? I can't remember.
Dahlia Gillespie.
Gillespie from Silent Hill.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
The crazy lady.
I forgot about her.
Yeah, well, we can't forget about her now because we gotta finish up those endings.
Yep.
Because fun fact, we're talking about doing a stream where we bring Romney on to review all the endings of the original Silent Hill, since he's very interested in doing that. So what we're talking about doing is we're gonna collect all the endings in the files that we have, and we'll just do a stream where we show them off, so that Romney can see them and we can all laugh at them. Damn it. That's one less Slurpee I get.
Ooh, a firefly pendant.
Look at me, I'm burning. Alessa Gillespie. Oh, jeez. Things took a dark
Actually,
turn.
I'm rewatching the Clone Wars, so that way it could be fresh when I watch the final season. Brick.
Damn it! I'm gonna owe you another 12 pack by the end of this.
I didn't even know that was a guy. I thought that could have been like Ellie or something.
I saw a shadow, so at that point I was good. Hi. Hi.
I'm gonna go get the table.
Go ahead.
We're out of battery.
Haha. Now I have a baseball bat. And if Sting has taught me anything in pro wrestling, it is that the only thing that can counteract a baseball bat is a sledgehammer. Okay, let's do this.
Don't do anything stupid.
There we go. Let's go ahead and heal up really quick. Oh, now they're doing it. I don't know how we would get you a soda, Silent Hill Warrior.
Oh, fuck, shit.
There we go. I'll take all of these.
Heads up! Got a bullet.
Oh. Alright, you want to do that? That's okay, buddy. Because I can do this.
Come on, let's do this.
Frick.
Yeah, I don't know how we would get a pop to him.
Oh, here comes somebody down the stairs.
Oops.
Dang it, he saw you.
Yes, he did. I blame you for that.
Fuck!
For a minute there, I thought you used your gun as a club there.
Okay, I will grab the Molotov cocktail. And then eventually I will grab the Molotov cocktease. Brick! That is a tie. We both owe each other one.
You're dead, asshole. The fuck?
Fuck you. Oh, I can't pick up any more shotgun ammo? Well, you know what that means, don't you? It's time to start using my boomstick. Anything we can make. Yes, nail bomb. We shall make a nail bomb and christen it George. Oh, we're still full. Okay.
Appreciate it.
Don't look down there.
Brick! Damn it. You'll get a 12-pack of Mountain Dew. It's not even gonna matter.
Yeah, I know.
Brick! I guess my only question is, when am I getting my Slurpee, damn it?
Thank you.
Maybe that'd be a great excuse to take the kids on a walk.
Except the Slurpee would melt by the time we got home.
Well, you'd probably be drinking it all or eating it very quickly.
Because Slurpees are good. Bottle. Okay, we have some parts to work with. Yay! Ladies and gentlemen, this is a firearm battle. This is a distraction. Watch me put the distraction into a firearm barrel.
Are you either...
Or anyone here readers? Anything you're reading now? I'm more of an audiobook guy, honestly. I can't focus enough on like legit pages. I always have issues with diverted attention. Really easily diverted attention.
I usually like to read. I'm not on any novels yet right now. Except I got the Divergent series. But I'm trying to catch up on just other random things that I
know
wanted to read.
I know this isn't gonna sound interesting, but right now I am doing my second read through of The Happiness Advantage, just because I think Bobby's kind of new to this. Last year was not a fun year for me. It's kind of what led to a lot of the changes on the channel and my perception of how to do YouTube and stuff like that. By the way, Brick!
The fuck?
And so at that point, I'm reading that because I want to be able to be consistent in what it teaches. Like, being able to see more positive in life than negative. So, I don't know if you would call that cheating or whatever, but that's what I do. Oh.
Mighty Ducks reference. I appreciate that. LOL.
Close.
The edge of the universe and back.
What was the Mighty Duck
Endure and
reference?
survive.
Excuse me.
Savage Starlight. That comic I've been reading. It's what the heroes.
It's been a while since I've seen that.
Endure and survive.
Are we talking about the cartoon or the movies?
Okay.
Fever Dream. See, I want everybody to picture that because this tells you exactly everything. Oh, the fire in a barrel. Yeah, that's exactly what I was doing. Was the Mighty Ducks too? Because I was saying that's a fire in a barrel. This is a distraction with Ellie. Here's what happens when I put a distraction in a fire in a barrel. Any questions?
Yes.
So what I was about to say is, look at that poster, everybody. Deep down, Neil Druckmann is a closet Zack Snyder fan. And now nobody can ever take Neil Druckmann seriously. Hashtag the Snyder Cut is great. I'll probably never watch it, but since everybody hates it, I like it.
Neil
Cuckman, yes, in fact.
Okay. We need to light.
Brick!
Ready? It doesn't matter how much you push the envelope, it'll still be stationary.
Oh, Brick!
Brick. No, I gotta try and read the Pretty Little Liars book series.
Yeah, she's more the reader than me. So
Yeah.
at that point, like, I tend to read audiobooks and things like that. Like I said, I'm working on the Happiness Advantage eventually, because I love the Warcraft universe. Whenever the pre-Shadowlands book, which I think is being worked on, whenever that gets announced, I'll read that because I love Illidan, and even the pre-Battle for Azeroth book was really good.
I like to read, but I usually also like to listen to the audiobook while
I was gonna say, like, that's your thing.
Because,
I actually, another thing I would really like to do is start up the Inheritance cycle again.
I know, me too.
I like that. I like those books.
It's been a while since I read that one. Brick.
I'm like 50-50 on the ending, but I like the series and what they tried to do.
Well, yeah, it's been a while since I...
It's been a while since I could... I'm sorry, you set it up. Hey, look, it's the fire in a barrel. Any questions?
Well, pick up that barrel and throw it at.
I wish I could. Somehow I remember being able to pick up propane tanks, but then I tried to do it in this game and it wouldn't let me.
I don't think you could do it in this game.
Maybe I'm thinking of Uncharted. Where you
It was
could do
either
that.
Uncharted.
Probably Uncharted.
Yeah, because I always thought it was either Uncharted or Tomb Raider. I couldn't remember which one it was. That you can pick up propane tanks and throw them.
Yep. Yay. Nice, good tomato juice. We buy used books. Brick!
What's a brick doing there?
That's a very good question. Blood Samurai. That just reminds me, fuck you, Last of Us Part 2. Because of your ass, Ghost of Tsushima got delayed. And I was more interested in that one.
Are you sure it wasn't COVID?
No, it was Last of Us, because Last of Us got Ghost of Tsushima's release date.
Yeah, I know. I was only kidding.
And just watch, everybody. Ghost of Tsushima will heavily tease Sly 5. Another 3 soldiers dead.
Crazy to
What's it
see
going to take?
soldiers.
Desperate enough,
That.
they'll do just about anything.
And the people that rose up, they're the ones we've been fighting here?
That'd be my bet.
The
see where this
I'm
leads
not
us.
even kidding. Like, the audio is kind of fucked up in this remastered version. It does not get the distance mechanic the way that the PS3 version did.
Watch yourself on these drops.
What if you're far away from the other person?
Well, I could be right close to them and it treats it like they're far away. Like, a lot of the dialogue, I'm pretty sure nobody's been able to hear because they've just been... It's been horrible.
Everyone, what is your favorite meal? Go.
Oh, God. Don't make me think about that.
Up with that plank.
Good Lord.
Let's get out of here.
I have so many.
My favorite, if I had to choose a favorite meal, mine would be like, you know, big sausages with potatoes and sauerkraut.
All right.
That would be my
I bet
favorite
they
meal.
saw us.
Can you tell her family's from Holland?
There's our bridge.
Just saying.
We're a little closer.
Jeez.
Thanks.
Favorite meal.
Let's keep
Favorite
at it.
meal. Oh, God.
Unless you like Thanksgiving type of meal.
No. I mean, I don't hate it, but like, would I call it a favorite? If anything, over the last couple of years, a favorite would probably be, like seafood. It's because I don't get seafood that often, and so like I actually, thankfully because of a friend, I actually get seafood like once a year for my birthday.
Oh, hello. Let's see. RPX22.
Is that with Twitch or Facebook?
I think it's Restream or something.
Let me see. Oops. No, that would be D Live.
Or D Live. Yeah, it's
Yes, welcome.
not. It's not showing up on the Restream.
Yeah, our freaking
Hi.
our freaking restream chat sometimes doesn't show you guys. So if thankfully that's why we also keep the stream up so that we can see you guys. So it looks like you left a couple of comments there. Why
Well,
don't
yeah.
we cover them
Well,
all?
corned beef and cabbage.
I can't make that jump.
If you get me up there, I can move that plank.
See, for me, it'd be like seafood or a steak dinner. The stuff I don't get that often anymore.
Actually, you know what would sound good, you know?
Don't do that to me right now. Don't do it.
No, there was a time at my work, you know, when our like residents got to choose like a lunch or something like that,
Yeah.
and it was like around St. Patrick's Day. Everyone voted for like a corned beef and cabbage type of meal.
I can't do corned beef.
Do it.
Do it.
Cheddar potato soup. Doesn't this now make us all hungry?
Yeah, damn it, all of you. I got a very sparse dinner, just so I could get to the stream.
While we were all rushing to get home.
Yeah, we all were, pretty much. You were too.
What was that all about?
Well, actually, I luckily got out early. It just took a while to get home because I was trying to get something to eat on the way home, and
Yeah,
it's
because
so
we were just not going to have enough time to cook. Especially since I was out on my last delivery, and the last delivery,
Well,
like...
I ended up not eating it tonight because I thought, well, I could just save it for lunch tomorrow, and that would just save me the hassle.
What did you get?
A salad.
Ah, okay. Got what I got.
Yeah.
Or what I guessed.
Set up that plank like they did.
Hey, Ellie, throw me a ladder.
Silly Andrea.
Do you two
Alright.
cook a lot?
Now you just need to find a way up.
No.
Not very often.
I suck at cooking. I've been trying to teach myself how to cook this year, because like, that's kind of one of my New Year's resolutions, is to teach myself a certain amount of recipes so that I can start cooking at home.
This place stinks.
Which is funny
what
because
it's
one of
all
my
about.
favorite anime is Food Wars. I
Did you
love
go to
Food
coffee shops a
Wars,
lot?
I did.
and that's
All the time.
And what
made
would
me
you get?
kind of appreciate cooking, whereas as a kid I
coffee.
probably didn't.
Well, it just depends on what I feel like, wanting to cook or something. But a lot of times it seems like I don't usually cook very much because probably a lot of stuff I would probably eat, no one else will eat. So it's like, why?
Well, and the other problem that we have is that, okay, so we have two little girls that are both pretty much still on baby food at this point. One should have been off of it for a while now.
Well,
And
she's a picky eater.
she's a very picky eater. But, yeah, so we have that, but also, because I'm not saying that... Because here's the thing. I've seen way pickier eaters than me. I think my stuff is just a texture thing.
Do you think those hunters are gone?
About to find out.
I tend to, in my old age, like crispier foods, not softer foods.
It's clear, Ellie. Come on down.
Oh, fancy. You ever stayed at a place like this? Before it all went to shit, I mean?
But yeah, you can cook. I know you can. You probably know more recipes than me. Because you learned all the Holland ones. All the Dutch recipes.
I don't know all the
bet we can get
Dutch
up there.
recipes.
Oh, I thought your mom said she taught you some.
Oh, it's too high. Let's see what we can
Silly
find.
rabbit, tricks are for kids. It's fun and rewarding. I really enjoy cooking myself.
Yeah, no, I'm starting to get an appreciation for it.
I
just
think-
because it's a personal accomplishment.
I think the only thing I do not like cooking is meats.
And why is that?
Always worry about making sure you thoroughly cook your meat. Even though I prefer my meats well done more than,
That's been kind of my focus with cooking, is basically having that same fear and just trying to conquer it, basically. Just trying to figure out, okay, how to properly store meat, how to properly refrigerate meat, and how to properly cook it. And thankfully, I've gotten fairly good at it.
I made an Asiago fried pork chop with potatoes and green beans last night.
Asiago. That's like a spicy thing, right?
Deep frying. That's what.
That's one thing I'd also like to be able to do, just because, like, I've always wondered if, like, personally deep fried food is better than any of the fast food stuff you can get. This is kind of one of my problems, is like I've been
Asiago is cheese.
Oh, okay, all right. Okay.
And Silent Hill is asking any Sailor Moon fans here.
Kind of.
Not really. I don't even know if Alex is either.
No, he's never watched it. I did.
I don't
But
watch.
here's the thing. I watched the Deke edit or the one that wasn't complete, where they got all the way into starting. I think it was Sailor Moon S and didn't finish it. So I've never seen the whole series all the way through, and don't really know anything about like the Crystal Tokyo arc or anything like that.
I mean, I'm surprised there are very few anime type of things that I actually would watch.
You know, no. The thing that's surprising is why Alex isn't a isn't a Sailor Moon fan, considering how pro magical girly he
I'm on
is.
a
Yes, that's true. I'm surprised.
I've said this to Alex numerous times. There's something horribly wrong with him because he doesn't like Sailor Moon. And the excuse that he gives is like because it's popular, because it's mainstream. And, you know, even though we joke that Alex is not the hipster of the podcast, he kind of is. Because he only does things that are not so popular, not so mainstream.
get down, get down.
That is where it is at.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Totally did not play this out.
I'm surprised you wouldn't be hearing Ellie saying, "Give me a rifle!"
Wonderful. Here's the part that was in the demo, or the gameplay demo at E3 of The Last of Us. Ow.
I'm Prime Voice series like He-Man. Or
Wait, what? Oh, hold on. Okay. Oh, was it RPX that was asking about Sailor Moon, or
no, it was Silent. It was Silent Hill Warriors.
Oh, okay. So what's this about, He-Man? Oh, you're pro magical boys. So He-Man. Then I feel bad for you because of what I just barely heard about the Netflix He-Man. Sorry, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I was a Transformers kid, so it doesn't really affect me. Brick!
So Alex is obviously the anime guy. Does that also apply to Andrea?
Not really.
No. There's only very, very, very few anime.
Andrea has watched anime that we have recommended to her.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, Alex got her into things like
Fruits Basket.
Fruits Basket, Captain Tyler, like all of this stuff that was more niche than popular. And since she's been married to me, we've upped that to Inuyasha, and I'm trying to make a push for her to watch MHA, because I think she would really love it. But yeah,
Is that a...
My Hero Academia.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think, in all honesty, you would absolutely love that series.
So, because it's popular, it's not good, right?
In Alex's mindset, kind of yes. Look, he's watched stuff like Full Metal Alchemist, but he's of the opinion that a lot of the stuff that's popular is either too long, has too much filler, or is not worth it in the long run. The joke that he likes to make is that the most popular thing he's ever watched is Neon Genesis Evangelion, and at that point I would say that he's full of crap because it's not as popular as he thinks it is.
Hurry it up.
Unpopular opinion.
Silent Hill is asking a stupid question. Any Gem fans in these
Any
here?
what fans?
Gem?
Gem, as in Jem?
Yeah, Jem.
Well, I'm not a fan, but I have heard, in fact, that she is truly outrageous. My sister was a fan.
Asking for a friend. Let's see.
Sure, yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Look up Dragon Guard by Kevin Sharp. How long have you two been married?
Coming up on 10 years.
Yeah, almost 10 years.
Oh. What now?
Oh, an emergency alert. This is probably another...
Yeah, it's the curfew. So, guys, I'm sorry, but we have to end the stream because of the curfew. Oh, wait, we're already inside.
Is that, like, fireworks?
Yeah, right?
Or is that thunder?
I think that's fireworks.
I have to go peek outside.
Go peek outside.
I'm
Go find out what's
curious,
going on.
because I'm hearing all these...
Yes, so my sister was a fan of Gem, so I know about it. I didn't see the Nostalgia Critic live-action review of the movie. My buddy Romney actually reviewed it and said all that there was needed to be said. Although I might look into the critic's video just to see what jokes he made. Let's see. Yes, I'm aware of who Gem is. My sister watched it. You love watching Gem? All right. See, I was a Transformers kid. That's really all I was in. Transformers and Voltron. I was not a G.I. Joe kid. I was not a He-Man kid. I very much just like giant robots and kind of stuck to that. And the other one I would watch was a show called Captain Power and the Soldiers of the Future.
Shotgun.
But I wish I could show it to you, but there's like literally no trace of it anymore. Aside from some anime videos that came out that were actually part of their toy line. Jeez, I really wish I could find that. I would totally own a copy of Captain Power and the Soldiers of the Future.
Come on!
If for no other reason than just to see it. Be able to finish the series.
I dig giant robots.
Oh, man.
I love giant. I dig giant robots. That's another series. If I can ever get my hand on a DVD, is Megas XLR. Love this. There we go. If you guys have never seen Megas XLR and you love like Gundam or Voltron or Power Rangers, you are doing yourself a disservice. Thank you. I hit him so hard I knocked a Molotov cocktail out of him. By the power of Grayskull, I have the power!
We dig giant robots.
We dig giant robots. Chicks dig giant robots.
I remember Mega's XLR on Cartoon Network.
Oh, it was such a good series.
Yeah, it was fireworks going on outside.
It was? Really? Why?
I know. I was like, what the heck?
I mean, Memorial Day weekend was last weekend, so, I mean, that might have been a good justification, but...
Like, it's not the 4th of July yet.
No, it's not.
Maybe it's they're celebrating for all the riots going. I don't know.
Or being able to get out of the quarantine. That
Maybe.
makes sense, too.
I don't know. I'm like, it's not like a state fair thing going on, is it?
No. I think it's a little early to be celebrating State Fair.
And actually, I saw the fireworks more like, right by the district area, but, like in that general area.
Yeah, why?
I have no idea.
Yeah. Let's just take a guess and say Memorial Day. By the way, brick! You love me and you know it.
Asshole!
Hey, stop it!
Ow! Who told you to throw a Molotov at me?
Well, he did, obviously. I'm gonna take your Molotov and use it for myself. Or not.
The toe cutter, he knows who I am. I am the Knight Rider.
Alright. Oh, more parts. I want to make sure we get everything. Brick! You can't actually miss out on stuff, and sometimes you don't want to. Brick! There we go. Double brick! Yep, there you go.
Triple brick.
That's too many bricks. I'm sorry. That's too many bricks! I think that's pretty much all we can do in here. Ooh, grab that. That'll be helpful. Brick!
It was inside a fridge.
And now we'll get food poisoning. Brick! Washed brick!
Oh, look! Drak, there's toilet paper. We need to take that.
Yes, we need toilet paper! That's how we'll have currency in the post-apocalyptic universe!
Do. Any bio booster armor Guyver Vance?
Guyver? Jeez. I saw Guyver, like, years ago. The thing I saw I wasn't a big fan of, but I've always been told that I would like it. Same thing with, like, Kamen Rider. Because, I mean, I saw Masked Rider when it was in the States, and I tended to like it. But, yeah, it got canceled.
I hate it when stuff gets canceled and you're like, why?
Well, I was just barely going on a rant about this. So one of my favorite shows growing up was a show called Captain Power and the Soldiers of the Future. And it's never made a DVD debut. It was pretty popular, but got abruptly canceled. And from what I understand, the rights holders are, like, they don't even care about the series, and so it just kind of stays in limbo. But it's never gotten a DVD. It's never been released to a streaming platform, and that is a crying shame because I liked it. It was a weird deal where it was a good kids show, but also a good adult show. Because my dad enjoyed it for the sci-fi elements, and I enjoyed it because, you know, it gave people, like, power suits. And that was freaking awesome. I am Cornholio. I need TP for my bunghole. Bunghole.
Did she call you Drak?
Yes, she calls me Drak.
Yeah, that's just the name that we usually sometimes stick with sometimes on streams.
If she's mad at me, she'll call me Adam. But, like, we've done a lot of stuff online, and so she kind of got used to the nickname along with me. Uh-oh, I'm running around in circles again. I will find out where I have to go, and then I will curse myself because it will have been an obvious answer that I wished I would have known. More toilet paper! Oh, brick. Got it. That's a lot of Slurpee, son. Are you sure you can cover it?
Simple. Just go buy you a freaking
Slurpee machine.
liter bottle or something. make little paper cups worth of.
Hey! Hey! I'm getting you full-on 20-ounce bottles. I expect the same courtesy.
Oh.
I am Cornholio. I need TP for my bunghole.
Either of you remember
Bungholio.
Bionic 6?
The name sounds familiar?
I probably
Oh,
wouldn't
my
remember.
bad. The name sounds familiar, but I don't remember off the top of my head. Oh, another one that I watched that actually my best friend introduced me to was Challenge of the GoBots, which I don't think is that bad. I know a lot of people criticize it because it was like this weird Transformers knockoff, but kind of not. I liked it. Oh, and another show that I liked was Centurions. Power to the Extreme. Not sure why, but I did.
You see, Mr. Powers, I love gold.
I love gold. What do you guys say? Should I introduce Austin Powers to Andrea?
I've seen some Austin Powers.
But not full movies.
Huh?
But not full movies.
No, but I was like, okay.
Did you see the good
Let's
moments?
see where this goes.
Guarantee you didn't.
I don't remember. It's been a while ago.
Run! It is Godzilla!
That looks like a way
Actually,
through.
it only looks like Godzilla.
gonna
But
be a tight
due
fit.
to international copyright laws, it is not. Still, we should run like it is Godzilla! Though it
Mighty Gold
isn't.
Bolts.
Mighty what?
Mighty Gold Bolts.
Oh, GoBots.
Oh. It looks like it was an Allen.
Well, because we're having to rely on the stream.
True.
To be able to tell us that. See, you haven't seen the rocket penis jokes, which are hilarious. Tell you what, we will show you the first movie. If that does not sell you, we will not show you the others. Ow.
Joel!
I'm all right. Are you okay?
No! You scared the shit out of me!
Okay, so...
For a second there, I thought Joel was up there and Ellie was in the water for some reason.
No, it's us.
I know,
We
that's
only get the water.
Well, that's why I was like, what? Oh.
Okay.
That could be it.
By the way, your movie did a coverage of Kimba the White Lion and touched up.
Or touched on the Kimbo Simba fiasco on large scale. I don't care about Kimba. I still like The Lion King, even though...
I don't think I've tried over there yet.
Look, here's my viewpoint on people stealing shit. I am a gamer, and therefore, I am used to hearing platformers being called Mario clones. I am used to hearing shooters being called Doom clones. Sometimes the basis of stuff gets taken, yes, but from what I understand of Kimba the White Lion, there are distinct differences between Simba and Kimba. So, if it was a straight ripoff, then yeah, I'd kind of get that. But if they make it different enough, then I'm okay with it. It's just another way to be able to tell the story.
I
Right.
really don't like Ellie.
You're not supposed to. Nobody likes Ellie. Why, did you think we like Ellie? I hate Ellie.
Well, do you like her or do you like Joel better?
I was more of a Joel person, but Joel's a dick too.
Sorry you feel that way.
Well, I saw the ending, like you did. And Joel's a dick. And deserves what's probably coming to him in the sequel. This is kind of why I don't like post-apocalyptic stories. Is like there's no characters to get behind.
And the Kimba crowd are some of the most bad faith critics ever.
Bad faith critics exist in a lot of platforms.
Joel is like Ellie.
Uh-huh. Well,
Or, no, Joel.
welcome
Joel
to the
is
world
like
of The
Angel.
Last of Us, where everybody's a dick to each other.
Can you count suckers or suckus? I say the future is ours. If you can count.
So you say that, and the first thing that comes to my mind is literally, "Can you dig it, sucker?" Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Dum 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 dum.
Didn't you love it back in the day? Didn't you still like it back in the day when you had the kind of like feel like the competition between VR Troopers, Beetle Wars, and Power Rangers?
There was no competition between them.
I know, but people, you'd be like, you know, you were like.
Besides, that was Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad. Because you never mentioned that one. And that existed.
I forgot that one.
It was awesome.
Ironically, you can say Kimba
Superhuman
ripped off.
Samurai Cyber Squad. What?
Ironically, you can say Kimba ripped off a 1940s comic called Simba King of the.
See what I mean,
Beast of
guys? Like, that can happen. Like, we find out, oh, wait, Sleeping Beauty actually ripped off another story. That's why I don't necessarily buy the whole thing of, oh, it was completely ripping it off. If it is word for word ripping it off, okay, then we have an argument to be made. But the best example that I have is that one a-hole who was ripping off Nintendo Switch reviews for people. Because he was word for word regurgitating their review. He wasn't making his reviews any different, and so at that point there's a problem. But if you take the basic concept of the story and then you try to tell your own, or you try to have your own spin around it, okay. I'm okay with it.
Warriors come out to play.
Warriors, come out and play, yay!
Anyone remember Fist of the North Star?
Damn right. Omae wa shinderu. Nani?
But nah, Disney is the
Brick.
big bad gay.
Yeah, they're not. They really aren't. I mean, granted, I don't like the current corporate structure of Disney, but I loved it when in college people tried to tell me that like Walt Disney was a bad guy because all he did was like rip off from people, and then when I asked, okay, where's your evidence of that, they wouldn't present me with any. Because in my opinion, Walt Disney is a good example of why the market works. Him and the guy who founded Hershey is like they worked their butts off and they eventually got the reward. Walt got to be able to build an empire that unfortunately the people later on abused. I honestly believe if Walt Disney was seeing what Disney was now, he'd take it apart piece by piece. He'd be the guy that wrecks it. Because it's not what he intended. So that I'll agree with. Like, the corporate structure of Disney is stupid. But that's a product of greed, not a product of evil Walt Disney. Hey, if you guys wanted to know what it actually looks like to be in the home of an infected, here you go.
It's full of dysnoids. Octopole brick.
Okay. Oh, I need a key card for it. So I need to go find said key card. Gotta be careful, because I know there's a clicker running around. I think the clicker's the one that has it. Yeah, you're not the only one, Jill.
Clickers, we hate you all. Why you were laughing?
He ran into the Molotov and it hit him in the head. He's like, "How dare you throw something at?" Oh,
Isn't that kind of what you were hoping for?
no. I was just gonna put him in a puddle of fire. I didn't expect him to run at it and get beamed. AI. They're dumb as a box of rocks.
Until they start getting smarter.
Until later consoles.
That one looks ugly. Can you imagine some Disney characters going the Silent Hill route?
Oh, God. You mean like being twisted and deformed? I've already seen like fan art like that.
Talk about barbecue.
Indeed. He was so anxious to become the main course that he just jumped out in front of it. Okay, so we're gonna have to do this. Shiv it is. And that's pretty much all we can do. Right now, anyway. Okay.
Where's that? Oh yeah, I forgot Ellie's not with us. I was like,
No. She's off dealing with her own thing. Oh. Well, that's disappointing. Yeah, there's no more clickers, I don't think, on this floor. There we go. That helps. No. That's right. The key card's like on one of these colonies. So we gotta look around for it. Down here, maybe? No, this is the way I came.
yes.
Can I see them? What, as characters or as monsters? Neither, really. That's just because Disney has a weird purity to it that you don't want to see the darker aspects of life affect it. And look, for as much as I'm willing to praise Disney, yes, they did have some weird writing ideas. I do not agree with the whole concept of falling in love within 10 minutes. Just because, love doesn't work that way. But you know what? At that point, you were catering to kids, and kids wanted to believe in things like love at first sight.
I've seen better hospitals in Silent Hill.
You really have, yeah. They've been taken care of better just because they had the demon nurses. Okay. Where are we going? Oh, security station. There it is. Now we have the hotel key card. Now we can go further. As soon as I find a way back to where I was. I think this is the way. Do you know the way? There is the way.
Disney had a lot of flaws. Ripping off people was not one of them.
Walt Disney knew what he was catering to. He was catering to kids. There's nothing wrong with that. And kids wanted to believe in things like love at first sight.
I've had some juice time because it's running very low.
Okay, so the key card doesn't work. There we go. doesn't it work?
I do want to see their dark side. Should they appear in Silent Hill, the darker the better. You can talk about the racism.
What, within Disney?
Or the anti-Semitism.
Every company's guilty of that in some way or another. The only difference is that I'm willing to acknowledge when people have learned. Oh, this, yeah. We get to do this mini game again. Oh, yes.
Triangle.
There we go. Now the generator works. And now the lawnmower, because the lawnmower's on, all the infected come out of the woodwork.
If you want to count that.
Oh, hi. Hi! Let's go ahead and get to the keycard door. Before more crap comes out of the woodwork. Hey, look! We didn't even need to swipe the card that time! Hey, Naughty Dog, when you outsource this to some other company, sometimes you want to actually look at what they're doing for quality assurance. I know that's a foreign concept, but you used to know that. You know, with things like Jak and Daxter, and Uncharted, and Crash Bandicoot.
Yes, in Disney, everything has a dark side.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Time to go to work.
Well, here's the unpopular opinion that a lot of people don't want to embrace on the internet, including Dear Girl, who, by the way, fuck you still, is that sometimes people are truly evil. Sometimes they don't have your best intentions in mind. They only have theirs. And sometimes, in these cases, what we've all learned from Darth Vader is sometimes the road to hell is paved with really good intentions. Think about that, dear kin. Next time you want to call all gamers white supremacists.
White supremacists.
Now we're talking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, he's been going on an apology tour. I'm done giving the respect.
Yeah.
Let's see. Clip capacity. Let's do that. And
Try living in Detroit.
I don't think I ever will, considering I've seen modern-day Detroit, and, well, no offense if you live there, but it does look pretty disgusting.
This'll do just fine.
The last thing I want to have to deal with is a bear trying to get into my garbage.
Silent Hill is asking, do you like beer? It doesn't matter if you like beer.
Well, I mean, I like bears. I like bears. No.
You want to see evil people?
No, I'm just saying, like, sometimes Disney had it right. Sometimes there are, like, legitimately evil people, and sometimes they exist, and sometimes they are legit threats. I also understand that the world is full of gray. Did Disney personify that? Not really well. They occasionally did. But I don't think that Disney is evil because they wanted to portray...
I got it!
They wanted to portray love at first sight happening, or that sometimes sometimes
today.
people can
You?
do despicable things and think it's ultimately the right thing to do.
Spread out. Make sure we didn't miss any more of these fuckers.
I think Disney's actually had a really good track record of being able to show duality. My perfect example is Judge Claude Frollo.
Oh shit!
Maybe snuck up and choked him, maybe.
Not really. He's armored. So he would have taken at least a couple of shots. Rick! I swung for the fences. Now we know where Marguerite got all of her cooking pots.
She got it from here.
Are you running? Are you hightailing?
Marguerite probably was a kitchen, like a school cafeteria. No.
Jeez.
Can you imagine?
That would be the worst thing to add to that fantasy. Yes, she was the lunch lady.
Lunch lady, yeah.
And that kid would forever be afraid of the lunch lady.
In the school cafeteria.
It's alright, I never liked the lunch lady either. By the way, I have gotten a lot of crap for the whole silent voice kind of point of view, and I honestly, guys, I don't understand why. I'm being 100% honest about how my school life was compared to Alex. I'm glad that he enjoys those kinds of things and that he had a good school life. I just didn't have them. So at that, like, Andrea knows that. I didn't really have a good school life. You had a better one than I did.
Yeah.
So at that point, like, I don't know why, like, I don't like a silent voice. I don't like a silent voice just because it brought me back to a lot of things that I just rather forget.
Dear lady is why I'm on dive.
Oh, for a second there, I thought that was a pit. Okay.
Can you imagine Mickey Mouse turning demon in Silent Hill? Think of so many jokes you could do with that.
I mean, it's technically happened. There's actually art of, like, there's even, like, there's like some people have taken the Mickey games and modded them so that they're like horror games. Yeah, it exists, people. It's downright perverse. There's a reason why I haven't played games like Sonic.exe. It's just I don't need that. I don't need that in my life.
Oh, is this the part that we all love? Oh, never mind. This isn't the part yet. We're struggling!
I shot the hell out of that guy, huh?
Yeah, you sure did.
I feel sick.
And you just hang back like I told you to.
Hey, look, she popped her
you're glad
murder
I didn't, right?
cherry.
I'm glad I didn't get my head blown off by a goddamn kid.
You know what? No. How about, hey, Ellie, I know it wasn't easy, but it was either him or me. Thanks for saving my ass. You got anything like that for me, Joel?
No. I'm Joel, and
We
I'm a
gotta
dick.
get going.
Lead the way.
See, it's times like these where I hear that, and I'm just like, I want to pull out my Harry Morgan and go, what do you want, a medal?
Take Dexter.
I wouldn't take Dexter anywhere, because...
Take Dexter and Nelville to...
Brick! Bark, 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 bark.
Afraid of having nightmares?
I already have enough of them.
I love it
We need to get
sometimes
back
when we
out,
play a
find
new
that
type of
bridge.
horror game. You're like, I'm gonna have nightmares for months.
This crap.
And I do technically. They're like intermittent, and that's
Just-
why it costs me sleep.
Yeah, just wait until we play more of Resident Evil 3 with Nemesis.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. I've been fairly desensitized in my life to a lot of horror aspects, but still some things that get shown on the screen actually do, like, are gross to me. Kind of push those buttons and either make me amazingly sick or amazingly paranoid. So when that happens, Drak doesn't sleep. Drak has problems getting to sleep. I've already explained this, but I will tell you, I suffer from a very debilitating condition. It's called chronic wussiness syndrome. Some people have a stomach for horror movies. I do not.
A silent voice was bought.
What?
Let's see.
I'm pretty sure you could turn the iPad back on.
Well, it was down to like 2%.
Well, is it charging?
Yeah, but it charges better when it's not running.
Is it charging?
3%.
Okay.
So it's not going to. I thought you would have charged it
I tried to.
on your last stream.
No, I just tried to before, like, I got anywhere, but I guess I forgot to plug it in. I got to the other tablets, though. Oh, man. Let's see. How are we doing on time?
Almost 11.
Oh, my gosh. Like, how close to 11?
10:56.
Wow. I don't know if we're going to be able to get that much farther.
That door looks like a way out. Hey, you see a way to get up there?
Nope.
This might be actually a good
I'll be able to get there with this.
place to kind of call it, because this is basically like wrapping up the hotel section, and then we have the whole David section. So
Oh, true.
yeah, so let's go ahead and call it here. But this is still a lot of progress. We got through Bill's, and then we also got through most of the hotel. So thankfully we have that. Actually, no, I think the next thing is the two guys, isn't it? The two brothers. So we'll have them in the next little bit. So that's going to go ahead and do it for us tonight, though. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We had some interesting conversations, and more was revealed about me than probably I wanted, but that's all right. That's the way things kind of go. I am also going to disappoint Jiro, though, is that I'm going to be changing the schedule a little bit. I said that there was going to be the FS7 remake on Thursday, or on Monday when I was playing Dragon Ball FighterZ on Thursday. We are actually going to do World of Final Fantasy, because I think I've pretty much done enough, as much grinding as I'm actually able to do before we've got to advance. And then I can do that again, and I can start getting ready for post-endgame. So we will be doing World of Final Fantasy next on Monday at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. We hope to see you guys there. And until then, have a good night. Stay
Yep.
safe.
Good night, Bobby.
Obey your curfew if you haven't. And good night, Bobby.
Mm-hmm.
And good night, Kasaibo.
And good night, everybody.
And good night,
thank you
Andrea.
for joining.
And good night, Doris. And good night, Joy. And please stop me. Good night, everybody.